Dry fly fishing, of course, is one of my favorites. I'm a trout angler. One, I have a target to cast at. Two, it challenges my casting ability. And from there on, the pursuit of the trout with the dry fly can become very challenging. In regards to dry fly fishing, where drag-free presentation is paramount, if the fly is dragging 1%, I always say he might as well be water skiing across the surface to the trout. Okay, we're going to do a little dry fly fishing on this nice little pool. I'm going to move my way up through it and just see what's going on. There's a few fish have shown. Maybe we can get one to come up. I got a pretty large dry fly on. I'm going to drop it on the water, go into the line control, and bring the fly line back to me. I'm watching my fly. It's drag free. He's got a nice drift. No one looked at it. I'm going to go into the cast. I'm going to go right back into a cast. I'm going to make the next cast a little further over to my left. I'm going to search the river a little. There's the fly. He's further over on the other side of that run. Oh, and there's a trout, a nice little trout. Just took the dry fly. Okay, now, got a nice fish on there, and we got all this fly line. So what do I do with this fly line? I can either strip the fish back to me. Oh, the fish got off. Or, to continue, in this case, you go ahead and put the fly line over your finger and reel up the slack line while holding the fish tight. I'm going to go right back out in the middle of that little foam bubble line again. I'm going to drop my fly and bring it back to me. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Stream speed, no drag over any of the quality water. Okay, at this point I'm going to let go of the line and go back into a cast. I'm going to make the cast to the right side of the run. I'm going to drop the fly line and continue to control with my fingers. Okay, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to cast again, but I'm going to search this time, and I'm going to go to the far side of the run. I'm going to drop it in over there. See if there's anyone over there that would take a hit at it. Okay, same thing, line control, line control. Fish takes the fly, I take the fish. Okay, ready to cast, going right back in. I got a slight breeze blowing. I'm going to put the fly right in the middle of the creek. There we go. And follow through. Follow through. Looking for that big cutthroat's big brother. Okay, I'm going to move up a couple of steps. I'm going to go ahead and make my cast out into the middle of the run again. And search more, keeping the fly line in control. The most important, got to keep the fly line in control. I can also move my rod a little bit like this and follow the fly if I think the fish are downstream. I can go right on by me. If the fish takes the fly, bang, I got him. Go into my next cast, still searching. Gonna go back out on the pool again, a little further over. Maybe I'll get one to take it again. All my fishing is generally being done in front of me at this point. When I fish downstream, I use different tactics, the most important of those being the reach cast. Absolutely necessary. Casting down and across on the flow. Must set up the fly line and leader so the fly drifts naturally. Okay, I just lost another fish there, so what I'm going to do in preparation to keep fishing is I'm going to check my fly. Anytime a fish takes your fly, it's really good to take a look at it, make sure the hook isn't bent, make sure the hook's still nice and sharp. And in this case, a dry fly fishing, what we're going to do is we're going to try and blow out any water that got into the fly. I'm going to pull out my little canister here of desiccant, which is a drying agent. I'm going to submerge my fly in it and put my finger on it and give it about 5 to 10 seconds. I'm going to hold the fly under the desiccant. He's going to bring the fly back to life real well. I'm going to bring it out of there, cap off the little container, put it away. Always zip your zippers so you don't lose. Ends up with a little bit of powder on him, but he's real dry. I blow that off, make sure the wings are straight. get ready to go. First thing I want to do is take control of my fly line and see what I got out. Okay, a short amount of fly line. And I'm going to begin my cast with this line. We're going to go back out into the center of the stream. Here we go. Okay, got my left hand on the line, controlling it, sending out some fly line and setting it down and going into the line control mode. Going into the line control again. Fly is sitting nice and high on the river. Very important on dry flies. They sit real high on the water. Fish don't take them very well when they're wet. Going to make another cast and go over a little bit further this time. Okay, right in the center of the run. Following the line. Fly and leader coming back to me. Got my finger on the trigger in case I get another bite. Going to continue, and I'm going to move my fly back over on the far side. We just got one there. Let's try and see if there's another one in there. Okay. Fly's in the flow, and it just got hit by a small fish. Oh, and he got off, and the fly got me. This is a prime example right here. The fly got me, and it got me in the hat. But what if it would have hit me in the eye? Always, always wear eye protection when you're fishing these flies. This was a perfect example of what can happen, and it did happen in that case. Okay, let's go look some more. See if we can find another cutthroat that'll take the fly. Gonna cast to the right side of that little run. Bring the fly back to me. Drag free. Definitely don't want the fish to see the line or the fly dragging over them. Be methodical when you cast your fly line and fly, and try and fish different water constantly. One of the biggest problems I've seen with the beginning angler is they just keep casting the fly to the same place all the time. Generally, they're going to hit it on the first run. Fly's coming back. He's floating real nice. Waiting for a take. No takers. Going to lift up. Position the fly over about 2 feet further. I want all the fish in the water to get a look at my fly. I want them all to see it. Maybe only a few percent in there are going to really want that type of fly. So I want them to get a chance to see the fly. A little further over this time. Fly's coming down, moving out in the middle of the flow line. I'm following with my rod tip. Okay. No